for I equals to 0 and I is less than n is the size of this array. So you just understand it. We are going to define it afterwards. For inside it, if this positions elements value is less than 0, then I'm also going to check that if I it does not equals to j, then I'm going to say that in temp is a bucket variable here, and that is equals to array I, and array I equals to array j, and array j will be temp. So this is where we are swapping the values. Also after this I'm going to write j plus plus, as I have given j equals to 0, and also have given the line I does not equals to j. So I have initialized j and given the logic for the j, and then I have incremented j. So after this I'm just going to write inside another method, which is the definition of this whole program. So I will create a scanner object which would be inside a scanner class, and then I am going to import the util package which is having scanner class inside it, and then I am going to declare two variables as an integer data type. From the previous program I am going to paste copy and paste this line which says integer n and I till the last where it say where it is asking, where it is showing the original array user has given. So from the previous program I'm going to copy this line and then paste it into the current program in the second method. So I have copied and pasted it, and I have to just edit some values inside it. First I am going to delete this n and I to, which has been written two times, and in the place of array dot length I am going to write n. So this thing is connecting us from the previous method, where I have given the value n would be the size of this array. So in the place of array dot length from the previous program we just edited that array dot length, and we kept the value of n in the place of it. Those who don't have understood it, please just check the previous program and you will understand it. Then I am saying that system.out.println for just giving the space, and then I am copying this method and just pasting it here. You will notice what it does afterwards, and I am giving it two parameters also. Rearranged neg, that is having array dot array comma n, and just I am copying and pasting this earlier for loop after it. Also I have to delete one curly braces above. You can also delete it. After this rearranged neg I am writing, so it could display the menu afterwards. Within the println method I am saying rearranged array, and then running it. Okay, this j plus plus would be after this curly braces. So while running it I am entering the length of this array is 6. First element is 9, then minus 1, then 6, then minus 4, then 5, then minus 2, and then rearrange array is here. You can see all the negative numbers are written first, and then the positive numbers are written. The sequence of these negative numbers hasn't been changed. That is minus 1, 4, minus 4, minus 2, and then the 9, 5 and 6 has been printed. So this is it guys, your program has been made. I'm just going to repeat what I did in the program earlier. You can see the values, how the values has been sorted. The negative numbers are written above, and the space is due to this system.out.println method. So you can see that this rearrange.neg method connects the both methods which was having this logic I have written earlier. This is the difference between both of this program, where inside the logic I have created two variables, that is I and j, and I have done some operations inside it. uh, Also, I have given the for loop, which is having, which firstly I initialized j equals to 0. Then I said that for I equals to 0 and I is less than n, which is the size of this array. Then I have incremented I plus plus. I said also I am going to check that this array I, the position of the element is of this element, and its value is when it is less than 0, or you can say when it is minus. So also I'm going to check that I is never j. Then I'm saying that this temp, which is a bucket variable, will hold the value of array I. Then array I will the position array I will hold the value of array j, and then the array j will hold the value of temp again. So the places of these variables have been swapped using this logic. And then I'm saying j plus plus, which I have incremented, and j will continue to change again and again, or you can say iterate again and again. Within the second method, I have created a scanner object within the scanner class, and then again I have given two variables, that is n and I. Again in this method, ask the user to enter the length of this array, which could be any n number of the length we are giving to this array. And then in the second place, we have asked to ask the user to input the elements, which is simple. We have just created a for loop inside, so it could ask multiple times, that is array I equals to sc dot next int, as I have told you in the previous classes about the scanner object. So after that, we are showing the user that original array was this, which was given by himself or herself. When you have shown the elements of the array to the users, then here we are going to add this rearranged neg, which is having two parameters, array itself and its size. So after this, it is simple, just we have to write println method, which is the rearrange array is. Then we are going to write the for loop, because it can show you the number of replacement inside this array, or the replaced positions of the array, or you can say the rearrange array itself. So this rearrange neg is going to add the previous logic after this. So rearrange array is going to show you inside the console when you are going to run the program. So this is it, guys. We will meet in the another session, where I will teach you about the multidimensional array. So thank you for joining.